Well, real quick, before we get out of here, the last subject we wanted to touch on was I was putting my co-host on to Malika Andrews, the nigga hating dolphin.
But I know him as James, the nigga hating dog. That's what
I mean, ESPN analyst. She does nothing but brings up black men's past when they get hired or anything positive happens to them.
Town bar. The domestic battery case never went to trial. It was settled in August of 2009. He paid a $100 fine and court costs, plus had to do 40 hours of community service. Now, that was 13 years ago. He settled and paid both fines. So, Woj, why?
She went hard at anyone who dared bring up, what about the woman, the female that was involved? So a lot of people are finally noticing what type of time she's on. So after y'all saw all of that, I just wanted to know how y'all felt on Malika Andrews.
Get that female ruckus up out of here.
Thank you, Red. I just wanted to know how y'all felt after y'all saw it.
It's a messed up situation.
Messed up, right? That's what you can say. It's nasty, right? That's what I started it with.
On a serious note, though, it's messed up. She bringing us down all the time. She bring the black man down. As I said before the podcast, I don't think those her own words. It's ESPN that's feeding her those things that she's reading.
That's not the teleprompter, bro. That's her own thoughts and opinion. On first take, it sounds she was on a telephone arguing with Stephen A. Bro, what teleprompter was in front of her?
She was reading them thoughts from her mind.
I think she got to read the notes that they want her to talk about, and then she give her own opinion of it. That's what I think.
Well, I'm telling you what you think is wrong, because in the Stephen A. interview, she was on the phone.
Numerous news reports, it was a consensual relationship that violated organizational policy. So only he is in violation of the company policy. The woman who elected to have a consensual relationship with him is not in violation. He gets to get mentioned and put on Front Street. We don't know who's going to fire him. If you're not going to fire him, then don't fire him. My issue is all of this being publicized.
We're not here, Stephen A., to further blame women. That is not why we are here.
No, I think it's I could be wrong about that.
So what
I do think I think it's foul how she be trying to bring the black man down when it comes to some of the best times in their lives. The coach, when he became the coach, she had negative things. She brought up something that was 10 years old just to make him look bad.
I hope she has a squeaky clean pass, because somebody needs to do some digging.
But you never know.
She got that job at ESPN. She might got OnlyFans.
I don't know how much I watch ESPN, but Dave McMenamin, by his name, you could tell he's a super white boy. She supposedly was dating him. If you listen to this on audio, Google David McMenamin, if you could spell that. On the YouTube version, I'll put his video. That was the rumor. Yeah, they was dating. Yeah. So, she just, maybe she don't like dudes, but do you guys think that, I feel what she's doing is getting out there a little more. You guys think that she'll get any pushback? You think anybody will call her out in the mainstream for this?
No.
No, right? Yep. That funny looking cracker. They're shifty.
Just
like that.
Me, Red?
Nah, but I seen it do. But this is the part that we all missing out. Listen, Terrence Tuso, if ESPN, if any of these places where she was doing the broadcasting that had a problem, she'd have been off the air. They don't have a problem.
Well, they don't care. Yeah,
they love it.
But we ain't talking about ESPN. Why would they care? As long as people watch. But we care. That's why we talking about it.
At the end of the day, I don't mess with it.
We
because,
gotta
like
get
I
this
said,
nigga hating dolphin off TV, man.
She definitely gotta go, or at least, and she one of the first people that made comment that and never apologized. A lot of people backtrack.
Could you imagine we blow up and someone say, "Yo, congratulations to G's, like he got 1 million listens on his podcast," and then they mention every bad thing in your life, right? And then they be like, "But congrats, bro."
Yeah, I want to apologize.
What?
I think I would say
that's crazy. But why would you do that? At this, you're supposed to, people are supposed to be happy in this moment.
She needs to apologize right now because
she didn't apologize.
That's toxic. Why do you need to bring up?
She's done it multiple times too. Like this is not the first time. I got to see the full debate with her and Stephen A. Because all Stephen A. was trying to say was basically that where's the female involvement in this? Like, Ime Udoka messed up.
You're not talking about the video where they were talking about how if you don't agree with her, she just basically cut you up on her show.
She cut Kendrick Perkins off for trying to make the same point.
I think that we need to circle back to what Shanae said, is that there was a investigation that was conducted by an independent law firm here, and I think that transparency is what will rule the day here. And so without having all of the information, it is unfair and irresponsible of us to go and to speculate on that.
Yeah, with Stephen A, that was first take. So, she said what she had to say, but Stephen A got to go on a long soliloquy to explain himself because she tried to paint him as trying to basically shame women.
I don't appreciate where you're going with that. I'm not blaming anybody but Ime Udoka. The fact of the matter is, I've said he deserved to be fired if they were going to fire him. If you're not going to fire him, then don't fire him. My issue is all of this being publicized.
So he didn't that, but it's his show, so he could get his shit off.
Yeah.
On NBA
She
Today,
just started yelling at her.
on NBA Today, you're not doing that. Kendrick, black screen.
She dead him.
How she go from saying like, my heart goes out to the
Black
guy,
screen.
and then she continues to shame.
That's how it do.
That's fake.
That's
You
like when you
could have
say-
just kept it to yourself and just started running down the laundry list of stuff he did.
No disrespect. Right before I disrespect the shit out of you.
What? Yeah,
Yo, it's all love. That's all that is.
That's fact.
That's
Player hitter of the award of the year goes
The winner of the 9th annual Player Hater of the Year award is
to
Malika Andrews. Only if you're black. Apparently.
Nah,
Yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah, so
I don't rock with her.
At 10:53 tonight, we had the murder of blah blah blah. The man who was expected to kill his children.
And again,
20
however
years
you
ago.
feel about the actual case, because I can see people saying wherever you fall. So again,
But Cash, let me say,
it
let me
doesn't
just-
need to be thrown in his bio
I'ma play
on
the-
draft
I'm
night.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate because it's a little weird. Because boom, I got the gun in my crib. You ask for it, I bring you the gun.
Okay.
You go kill somebody.
Okay.
I'm associated with it.
See,
No,
I get
apparently
that.
not.
I'm not even arguing.
Apparently
that.
not.
associated.
Honestly,
Apparently not.
Yeah, I didn't think about it
You think
enough
they
to
didn't want
say
to charge
where.
that young?
Think about that, bro.
No, you think about it. You think they didn't want to charge that young black man?
No,
You think they
especially
didn't want
in
to charge?
Alabama.
You think they didn't want to charge that young black man?
Jesus, right? Especially
You
in
think they didn't want to
Alabama.
charge him?
All
They
I'm gonna
couldn't
say
charge
is
him.
this:
They
is
looked-
that
they were searching for everything.
realistically, I didn't look at it enough to
It
be
was for everything.
where I stand
brought a
on.
gun to you, and you went and killed that person.
No,
It's your gun.
that's why I said
gun.
honestly, I didn't. I like
Terrence,
he's not
you
involved.
think they
So
didn't want to charge him?
he wasn't charged. Yeah, I keep saying not guilty. He wasn't even charged. So
They was looking
again,
for everything.
and they said
They let him.
I saw the statement because when I was watching the story before we did this, the DA said
So if he
if they
wasn't
could
charged
charge
with
him, they
anything, why
would
you
have.
bringing it up?
Period. That's what we getting at. Again,
Why you
it's
bringing
not
it
even
up?
a charge.
Because she's a negative Nancy.
I can understand if he got charged with it. And I still can't understand why you would have to bring it up. But
On draft
if
night.
he got charged
front of
with
the
it,
world.
but still, he didn't even get charged with it. Why you even bringing it up?
No.
It's messed up.
Well, Brandon Miller was this year with that, but
right now.
the Celtics coach, that was old. A lot of the other stuff, the basketball player who died and she brought up what happened to him, that was old. Joe Mazzulla, old. You know what I'm saying? So
Girl, you need to apologize or you need to change because that's not cool.
maybe it's that mixing her, that black and white.
Listen, if
maybe
enough
both
people,
of them-
if enough people have a problem with on social media,
And Jesus,
they will make her
absolutely right.
apologize.
They-
She apologized.
or get up out of there. Because
Yeah.
unfortunately, I thought NBA Today was going to get better without Rachel Nichols. Not because she was bad, because she's not bad, but because they gave it to her sister. But she's fucking
Keep it in
up.
the family.
Yeah,
That's
she's messing it up, man. She got to do better. Somebody got to call it a tag. Jimmy Butler stuff.
Go over there. I'm gonna tell yo.
Maybe that's the only black she likes.
That's it.
Go in there and fix that, man. Bring that shit